Okay, well, I moved in here because it's just too hot out there. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to talk to you about the most important trap in the studio, and that is your ceiling trap. It's the most important trap, and ideally you want to have a minimum of a 9-foot ceiling. And I know this is not common in residential situations. Some basements you are fortunate to have a 9-foot ceiling. Some you only have perhaps a 7-foot finished. Now, if you're in a 7-foot ceiling, room with a 7-foot ceiling, I really recommend against doing too much work in there or spending too much on it, because you're going to have problems. You're just going to. If you can get that height up to about 8 feet by removing the drywall that's above and using the ceiling joist area for trapping, you can put insulation in there and cover it with fabric, or you can use a drop ceiling tile underneath. As long as that ceiling tile has an NRC of 0.7 or higher, it's good. That way you can use all that space, make that space effective for the room acoustics. When you put a drop ceiling in, it's not making the room smaller acoustically. It's just a trap. So you fill that above with lightweight insulation. There you have a great trap. It also facilitates the installation of lighting and other things that you may need in the ceiling like that. Vents or whatever. Makes it look nice, accessible, easy to get to, easy to repair. Back to your usual, or what I should say, recommended control rooms or studios, whether home or professional. You want at least a 9-foot ceiling, preferably 11 foot. Serious. 11 to 12 feet is not unusual in a professional control room. This is so that you can incorporate a deep, serious ceiling trap, and I'll often incorporate waveguides in the ceiling, and those waveguides are very heavy 3/4 inch or 18 millimeter MDF boards that are wrapped with fiberglass insulation, and they will always be angled towards the speakers, okay, along the front. They angle in from the back at a sharp degree, and then they point more vertical when they get over the speaker area. And this really aids in the trapping, and testing has shown, new data has shown that that diffraction, that edge diffraction, plays a huge part in absorption of broadband trapping. So take that into account, and that's why I use waveguides in all my traps, even down to the 6-inch deep traps. So it's quite substantial. So, like I said, do considerable trapping in your ceiling. Don't worry about a reduced ceiling height due to drop ceiling tiles or something like that. That's a trap. It's not your actual acoustic ceiling. Your acoustic ceiling is your rigid drywall ceiling or concrete ceiling, whatever you've got in your construction. That is the acoustic dimensions of that room. What else? No, just simple as that. Ceiling trap is the most important trap in the room, and if you can get another cloud underneath the front area to catch early reflections and make it even more 100% absorptive there, the better. I'll often put a space coupler under the front ceiling cloud, and this is to mitigate reflections off the console, to mask them, so to speak, with the diffusion off that space coupler. And by the way, testing has shown that a space coupler is probably the very best diffuser made, period. Beats them all. It's amazing, quite amazing. More on that later. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.